travel a lot, or you based in America, or you based Jamaica, or England?
Well, I'm back and forth from between England and Jamaica, or America and Jamaica, and sometimes Canada.
You went to school in Jamaica and all that?
Yeah.
What school you went?
I used to go to Old Trinity.
And where in Kingston?
I used to go to Highgate College, that's in St. Mary.
St. Mary.
Yeah.
Alright, so where do you trace your roots? To Kingston or St. Mary?
Yeah.
You kind of, say from, when you say from Kingston or you say from St. Mary? Or you just went to school in St. Mary?
I have some family in St. Mary. Like my father set a family. They are from St. Mary. My mother set a family from Manchester. Right.
Alright, so now how you get into the DJ business?
Well, first I used to live like PA system, the backs. I used to live that.
So, which
Gemini Disco.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to live Lays Unlimited. Blacks, just the same way, and Black Star here, so I started from there. I learned when I was with Gemini and Lee's.
How old were you?
Roughly about, when I start to do that job, I'm about 13. 12, 13, between 12 and 13 years of age. And I started to lift the backs, and I did like music from I was much younger still, until I started to DJ. And after that,
so how do you get the mic now? You take the mic, or man, give the mic?
I used to try to get the mic when I used to work and lift backs. I used to try to get the mic from other DJ to get a play with it. They don't want to give me any glide. So after that, I stayed there till I leave Gemini Sound, and I start to work with Lee's. And I get a one or few glide on Lee's, and then the man them start fighting against me. So I have to load that again. Then I start to work at Crossroad Beef Market. I used to sell meat and those stuff. I work with somebody employ me into a meat shop. I used to work there. And the same guy who employed me, he have a friend. So the friend owned a sound, and they was keeping a dance somewhere in the country, in the top of St. Angelo. And he said he want me to come and DJ for his friend. And I go there, and I start right from there.
You matched up and
yeah. And his friend like, oh, I DJ, and say I can stay with him sound. Because he never have a good DJ like me at that time. It was a very small sound. So I was doing two jobs at the same time. I was lifting the bags, and I was DJing, and I was only getting about $10 a night or $15, right?
How long ago was this?
That's from I was about 14, 15, or 15.
How old are you now?
I'm 26.
It's about 13 years now you've been doing this.
No, just call it, when I just getting recognized, start about 11 and a half years. I don't count the rest, right? And I start from there till I started going a little, those of a small clash dance in the country and the countryside. And it was going on very well, very good.
Which song is what the name of the song?
The song named Feather Tone.
Feather Tone?
Yeah. You know those song, the days of chew bumps and all those things. Yeah. See, and DJ till Jaro, did a whaling time, the Kilimanjaro. And I go on till I start to DJ a song in Speedy Roots from a place named Brandon Hill in St. Mary. And then I left from Speedy Roots. Some other guy playing Brandon Hill who owned a song named Music Merchant. That's a big sound. And I go there and DJ the night, and they steal the show from the artists. They say they want me to come amongst them. And then I go amongst them. And
so what do you like doing? You like doing the recording, or you like doing the set?
Well, I do everything. I start from the dancehall, and really I'm not going to leave the dancehall. Maybe I'm not doing it now because my popularity into a stage now where I have to keep on a low profile. I do mostly like stage show now, like shows. But the PA, I don't so much into it. I love to work on a band, something like that. You know, you know, really. This is the dancehall. That is a root. You know, that is the root of the music where people, most artists come from. They come from in the ragamuffin dancehall. See? And I like the dancehall because when I write a new lyrics and I want to know if it's good, I test it in the dancehall first and see what the people, if the people go for it. I go in the dancehall and I try it out, and if the people go crazy over it, then I put it out, then I go to the studio. Like I go tonight and do it, I make sure tomorrow morning I into the studio because I don't want a guy to steal.
So you find enough guys to steal it?
Yeah, you have a lot of guys in Jamaica. Even Admiral Bailey steal one of my lyrics.
Which lyrics is
the lyrics name Turn On The Heat.
Oh, well, yeah.
You know? It's a Turn On The Heat, you have to turn on the heat. I'm gonna feel on the DJ feet. That's my lyrics. Because I use that lyrics and brush him up, so him teach my lyrics. You know?
Alright, so on the bio I got from, not really a bio, the thing on you I got from Fred at Profile here.
Yeah.
Said that you like to sing about gun business now. Gun business is your thing. First of all, well, why you like to sing about gun business? What is the fascination with gun?
Well, you must know this still, you know, it's a form of reality. Because 95% of the world taxpayer money is spent by arms and gun. So why can't I DJ about gun?
No, we're not saying no, but why DJ about it then?
Well,
we know why, you know, why not, but why?
Put it this way, as I tell you, 95% of the world taxpayer money spent on gun, arms. And otherwise, the politicians them in Jamaica who split up the youth them. You have a side named GLP, you have another side named PNP. And they split up the youth them and turn them against them one another. And they give them guns to fight against one another. So it come like, in Jamaica, when you're starting out in the music business now as a DJ, if you're not coming very rough, because you have so many champion DJ out there, you know, if you're not coming very rough and talk about gun, you come like no one don't want to hear what you're saying. Because even, I have a new song to come out now, on an album. It is one of the tracks on the album, named Rude Boy Number. Like I said, 38, 45, that is Rude Boy Number. 357, the 44, that is Rude Boy Number. Because a 357 Magnum is what they want, a 38 Bulldog Slug is what they want, or a 44 Magnum is what they want.
So that's why I said that's the number. Are you telling them no, get it and use it?
No, I'm not encouraging them to get it. I just trying to show the world, say, that is what most of these youth are think about now. It's be a gun instead of them think to make some money. I try work and make some money and buy a house or live a good life. And if they have any more money left, they try to invest it in something instead of thinking about gun.
So how would you compare then your lyrics on the subject to Ninja Man lyrics? Then Ninja Man him love sing about gun, to is an ex-gunman singer.
Well, Ninja Man is Ninja Man and me is me. I'm not going to discriminate or say anything about Ninja Man. Maybe if Ninja Man DJ about gun, maybe you got to ask him why I'm DJ about it. I don't know. He must have his reason. But I know I have song right now, a song named Cool and Go Put Them on a Gun. I'm talking about the bad boy and plus the police. When I touch the police, I say, cool and go put on a gun, go look for terrorists who I walk up and down. Because some of the cops in Jamaica, they're not looking for the right man. Because they're not going where the bad man is. But they see you as a small man, a simpleton, and they want to take it on you. So I'm trying to show them to pull on them gun. You know? Then I tell the rude boy, then I say, if rude boy have a right, police have a right too. If you don't mess with you, then I go mess with you. You know?
So there's a positive message in there.
See, I have another one where I look on the cops and I say, cool, he's just a corporal. If you make no wrong move, you get court-martial. Bow and salute to the field marshal. If I find you guilty, then I go partial.
Okay, the talk right now is that Cutty Ranks is replacing Shabba.
Well,
how do you feel about that?
Well, let the people say it. You see, self-praise is no recommendation to me.
But you just praise yourself in your songs, or?
Well, in my song. But normally, when I'm talking to somebody personal, I don't really praise myself too much because I'm a down-to-earth person. I'm not too frightened or show off because I'm in this business a long time. I am not some DJ who just come and get frightened over the business, you know, and then start to disrespect people. You say hi to them, they don't even look at you because they feel like they're on top of the world and the ear is very thin. You can drop them very easy.
So you used to DJ on African Love too?
No, I used to DJ on Steromar.
If I saw a video with you one time at African Love.
African Love, I wear that dance keep in Bronx.
Probably was regular.
I could do a dance in the Bronx, I think in '87 for Clinton, Lindsay. Me and Lieutenant Stitchy and Professor Nuts and Papa San. So maybe it's that tape. Plus I have video cassette what I do with Steromar. And after I leave Steromar, I used to DJ Arrows International.
Arrows did come back for a while?
Yeah. I used to DJ me and Professor Nuts.
So how you feel now? So remember at one point Stitchy get big, you know, Stitchy signed with Atlantic and everybody will move up, I think now. Do you feel some vindication within yourself then that right now then you're probably more popular than Stitchy is right now? How you feel about that?
Well, I feel proud about myself. You know why? At least I know that I'm doing something now. And my aim is to have all of my lyrics then clean at all the time. I don't DJ slackness. I rather to DJ about guns more than slackness.
You sing a song about come sit down for my gristle or something.
For my gristle, but I do it that way still, but at least it's not so raw like how some entertainer really do it. And that is the only slackness song you hear with me. You don't hear anymore.
No.
Because why? You have to have all kind of different lyrics to please the people you know.
I like that song.
Yeah.
Everybody like that song.
Yeah.
That, you know, that chuckle to the dance song. You know, I realized the need to reach the market, and that is what's selling.
Yeah.
If you want to sell your record, then you have to sell other people that want it.
Yeah. You see, I have one in Retreat.
Right.
Regular Retreat. And I have the Soundboy Retreat, which is part 2. Right? So, I know what I'm doing.
So who inspired, you know, as from you coming up? You said from Turkey, you know.
Well, it's 2 DJ me really did watch when I'm coming up. I really like and I try to be like them. You know, it's Uri, Brigadier, because them man there, pioneer in the business. Uri the Godfather, Brigadier is a pioneer. See, the man are the root enough thing. See? And in the DJ business. And also I used to like Joseph Whale and Charlie Chaplin. But I don't really copy them. Joseph Whale now, he used to go on good one time. But like, even now I like Joseph Whale as a DJ. Because the man chop enough culture. Yeah. And Charlie still good right now. See, him still a going good. So as a man in the business, long time and going on well, same way. It was alright. General Tree is one of my bona fide brethren. And like Super Cat, brethren that, you know, Demos. And Son, yeah, and them you they talk good, just the same way. Seeing,
is there a lot of competition amongst you?
Yeah, man, always one competition with me. And you have Ninja Shabba, Ninja my friend. You know, and Shabba and my virgin just the same way. Saying, but Admiral Bailey, he's no friend of mine. I'm a straightforward person, I'm not beating around the bush. I don't like that guy because I have my own reason. It's when you don't clean in your heart or your mind and you talk about other people, you know, and discriminate them and try to grab everything. People where you and them start out together, you try to grab everything for yourself and you don't want the person or anything. You will do me the same thing too. So it's true that I don't like him. Same.
You know, I can understand that there's obviously some differences between you and Bailey.
Yeah, him do right. Me and him never really fight, but him do things that I don't like. You know, him discriminate Chakademus, and him and Chakademus start out together. You know.
And them like things that you fight against, man, like, come up together.
Yeah, and like him to have a whole cake, him rather to eat it off, and him don't want you to get a slice. You understand? He want everything for himself. And can't work like that. So the world never make the world never make for just me alone or you alone. If the world didn't make for you alone, I wouldn't die now. Is you alone who die? She wouldn't hear like that.
So are you?
The world make for all of us.
Do you feel you should tell people that about him or let them find out for themselves?
Well, I'm not gonna discriminate nobody, you know, I tell nobody about it. Make them find out for themselves. Saying, because I don't really want a man to say, I've nothing to say about me. But me I tell you personally, me not like him. You know? And that beating around the bush.
So what do you do when you see him on a show? When you go to a show?
Me?
See there are some splashes here.
Well, if I do a show and him dip on the show.
Bailey come on right after you.
If I dip on a show and him dip on a show, I do business with him. I just go and do my work.
You know, throw two lyrics?
You know, call DJ name, because when you call entertainers name, you only bigging them up, like them is somebody, you know? You just have big them up.
Right, ignore
him
them.
DJ and call my name in a song where him have now. But I'm not going to put film name in a no song and call film name, because I only ever big him up and draw him up back. And I don't into that. I'm much smarter than we think. He tried to throw words on a DJ, on a record, just for me to answer back, and then that bring him up, because people want to check that he's important, like it's a clash between me and him. I don't want to do that. I want me and him to on a stage show, and then he come and DJ that song when I did it, and then I go and take him on, and I go and brush him up properly.
But you won't do it on a record?
But I won't do it on a record. It will go all around the world and big him up too much. I want to brush him up and let him know that he not try that again.
So you think you catch him on Sunsplash this year?
Sooner or later, the longer him take for buck up on me is the more worse of him. Because I'm writing a certain amount of lyrics and I'm not voicing it on no record. I'm just writing them and put them down. I say the day name them buck on me, go and check, say the same thing I coming with. But
so how much
surprise.
Work you have to do for Profile now? You're doing a record, an album a year, 2 a year?
I don't sign with Profile.
Who are you working with now?
I have a manager. I don't sign to no company.
Do you want to do that? Or you don't want to do that?
Not really. Depends on how it goes, you know? And I don't really... I have to see what's going on. I'm not going to jump in anything. Like some DJ. I'm not greedy, you know.
Would you say Shabba got a fair deal from what you heard?
I don't know, you know. That is a Shabba business. I don't know.
Are you interested in those kind of figures or what?
Me? Well, I couldn't tell you that right now. You understand? I couldn't tell you that. Because I don't know what's coming. No one knows the future. Anything can play. See? Anything can play.
How much more time? 5 minutes. Just give me 5 more minutes. Alright, so you know, what next? Where to from here? What you doing with yourself?
If I have any tour, yes. I'm supposed to go back to Jamaica tomorrow, which is Tuesday, right? And then the weekend I'm gonna do roughly a dance, a mini stage show in Jamaica. I think it's Saturday. And then
you have your summer set out here.
The second of May I'm going to London. Leave from London, I think, to Sweden or one of them places there. Scotland now. Somewhere in Europe, about 6 shows in Europe. One in London, different places.
Stage shows?
Yeah. And then after I finish that, I'm coming back to Jamaica and I go to what? I think it's either Trinidad, one of those places in the Caribbean. You know?
So you're doing a lot of traveling now?
Yeah. And then after that, I'm supposed to go to Canada. Come back from Canada in June. Come back from Canada in June. Then July I'm gonna do Reggae Soul Splash. About a couple of days after that I'm going to Japan.
Japan Splash, really?
Yeah.
Which do you prefer, Europe or America?
Me?
Or Jamaica? We don't want to talk about Europe.
Right, no. When you say prefer, I don't understand.
In terms of touring, performing, you know?
I like, right now I like Europe, you know.